Hey guys, this is Gus69 from Metal Open Mind Brazil. Tonight, a very cold and wind night here in Brazil. I'm bringing to you another contest entry, this time for Chris Profi, Musically Obsessed channel. He just surpassed his 650 subscribers. Congratulations, man, you are doing very well. You are very new to the VC, at least for me. I think a couple months ago I started watching your videos and you are doing very well. I love your collection, I love your taste in music, very eclectic like I am, and you know how to appreciate a good hard rock and heavy metal album, so you are a metal bro too. So for his Nifty 650 contest, he has 6 questions that I will try to respond very not too long. The first one being, show the first and last album on our collection, depending on how we organize them. So my collection is not very large. I have a large CD collection, but records I don't have many, around 300. I'll put a photo here so you can see how I have them. So in the bottom, on the right bottom, I have my records from A to O, and the left side I have from P to Z, and then some soundtracks for movie soundtracks. And in the top part I have on the right side I have a few records that I recently picked, so I'm currently listening to them. And also I have another stack there on the left side, and those are new release from the 2000s. So I have them separate, but in alphabetical order too. Before the letter A, I have some bands with numbers. So the first one is this one, Special Forces by 38 Special. I think it's their 5th studio album. Very good band, from Donny Van Zan, younger brother of Ronnie Van Zan from Lynyrd Skynyrd. Very good stuff. I like melodic rock with southern rock feel to it. Very good stuff. 38 Special. And on my last, at the end of my collection, I have my, as I said, my movie soundtracks, and they are also on alphabetical order. So this is the last one that I have. It's a movie track for Platoon, an Oliver Stone movie from '86. The tracks are old music, but I do enjoy some of them. Jefferson Airplane, Otis Redding, there is a Doors song also. Good stuff. Platoon. Next question. Show an album with mostly blue in the cover. So I decided to show Neon Sean first solo album. Everybody knows Neon Sean from Journey, but before Journey he played with Santana. And I do have some CDs from other projects by Neon Sean, such as Hardline, Bad English, and Justify. All great stuff, melodic rock. And this one is also good. A few instrumental tracks, a few ballads, but melodic rock. If you like melodic rock, you can't go wrong with Neon Sean. Next question. Led Zeppelin or Deep Purple? Tough one. For me, it's a tie. I love them both. I learned about Deep Purple and I start listening to their music much earlier than Led Zeppelin. Of course, I knew about Led Zeppelin, but I never. I took many years to go and actually listen to Led Zeppelin. So I was more of a Deep Purple in the beginning, Deep Purple fan. I had many albums, records, and then I discovered Led Zeppelin. So Led Zeppelin is a great band. I think between the two, Led Zeppelin is more influential for the hard rock scene, but in terms of music composed, Deep Purple has many more albums, many more songs, and are still active. They just released a new album, so they are still going. And Led Zeppelin, you only can listen the old stuff, because after John Bonham's death, they quit the band. So nowadays I have more items on my collection from Deep Purple, counting DVDs and CDs, than Led Zeppelin. But Led Zeppelin, I have all their studio albums and also one vinyl. And Deep Purple, I don't have any vinyl nowadays. So, to answer your question, for a teeny little hair, I will go with Deep Purple. But I love Led Zeppelin, it's on my heart. Led Zeppelin is one of the greatest. Next question. Show us your speakers. Well, I'm sitting here with my only one speaker. I have this baby since I live in Orlando, Florida. In 2007, I bought this on Walmart to plug my iPod to be able to listen MP3s, and I kept since then. It plays great. It's only 25 watts, but it's very good for me. And as I said in the beginning, I bought this Audio-Technica turntable in January last year when we start collecting vinyl, and I plugged here and I'm really satisfied with this. It's an unknown brand, iStereo, probably made in China, but works for me. For listening vinyl, it works for me. But as you can see in the back, I have my little receiver and DVD player where I listen to my CDs, and the speakers are Sony. They are all Sony. So that's what I have, but mostly I listen to music on my computer. Only for records and something that I don't have on MP3, then I use the CD player. So that's it, my speaker. Next question. Tell me 2 albums on your want list. Well, I have many on my want list, but I will cite 2 records. One of them is called Entering the Spectra by Karmakanik, great prog metal band from Sweden. I had this promo album sent to me by their record label when I was living in Portugal, but I lost that promo. I don't know when I moved, I don't know if left behind. And I really want to get that one because I love that stuff. It's a project by Jonas Reingold from Flower Kings. I also have a few other projects of this guy. He's an amazing bass player. I have Kaipa and The Tangent, all great bands. And Karmakanik, it's an awesome prog metal band featuring Gordon Edman on vocals. Very good stuff. And the other one we have been listening since the beginning of this video, it's called Combo de la Muerte. Tropical Steel is a tribute Latin jazz band that covers only heavy metal songs. We are listening right now Wasp, so they do that awesome versions with Latin style, jazz, all great stuff. They cover Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Megadeth, even more extreme music like Slayer, Death, Dismember. So they are all over the place doing those kind of Latin, Cuban style, very cool stuff, very cool, very unique. Combo de la Muerte. Last question. Show a lesser known album by a well-known artist. Well, I decided to go with a band that, on my opinion, never put out a bad record. And this is one of their, probably one of the most underrated albums of their discography, and it's Technical Ecstasy by Black Sabbath, their 7th studio album. The cover doesn't say that is a Black Sabbath album, but yeah, and they were in a, I think it was a low point on their career, and but I do like this album. There are some good songs here. Backstreet Kids is good. Dirty Woman, very good. Rock and Roll Doctor, All Moving Parts, one of the greatest here. And on the oddball here would be It's Alright, Beatle-ish song sang by the drummer Bill Ward. So not that is not very known album, but for sure is an underrated album. Not a bad album, it's an average album, but a good one. Black Sabbath never put out a better record, in my opinion. So I think that's it. This is my entry. I'm sorry about the the noise caused by the wind here, but Chris, again, congratulations. I will keep watching your videos. We are hearing now Peace Sells, but Who's Buying by Megadeth. Cuban version, Latin Cuban version of Tropical Steel. If you get a chance to order this, it might be available to order on the internet, and I'm pretty sure that you will love that album, Combo de la Muerte. So that's my entry. See you next video. Bye bye. Stay metal.